I know. I feel like everything has been really good lately. I generally feel really good.
And enjoying your life and not feeling like you have to be, like you said, hungry 24/7 or feel like you have to miss out on things because of this. You really created a lifestyle for yourself.
Yes. Can't remember if I told you that I had my first wedding dress fitting. Like I tried it on and I was like, okay, I actually feel really good. And I was like, okay, I feel like I look really different than the last time I tried it on was August 2022. And I loved it. And I feel like I look really different in the pictures versus August 22. I feel like I generally, my clothes fit better. And like even like sometimes they're a little too big, which is good. So I feel really good.
You look fabulous. You really look just
Oh, thank you.
healthy and content and just like I can see it in your presence. It's very
Thank you.
stable and confident and assured.
Yes, I sometimes can be like insecure like before, but now I feel like I'm very confident more so. And I just feel really good about the way that things have gone. Obviously, like there's hard days but I feel like generally like I know how to handle them in a better way.
That is the goal. There's going to be hard days, there's going to be challenging days, weeks, but you're just so assured in what works for you and you don't let that completely throw you for weeks and months where in the past it may have just carried on for a lot longer.
Yes. And like even last night we got ice cream after our dance lesson. It was just nice to know that okay, I can eat ice cream. It's okay. And I got like a kitty size. It's still like a good scoop. And I was really enjoyed it. And I was like, oh, I don't feel bad about myself after eating it because like I know that the rest of the day was a good day.
That is everything. Sometimes I don't think you always remember like how far you've come and how different you felt even less than a year ago.
Yeah, it's so true. I feel like I don't give myself enough credit for like how much effort I put into this. Oh no, I'm like gonna cry. Oh no. I definitely have put a lot of effort in. I'm proud of myself.
It's so great to hear you say that. It's good to be emotional, Rachel, because it means you care.
I feel like looking back though, it's funny how different my lifestyle has changed. And like I feel like Eddie and I like we talk about that often. We're like, oh my God, we used to eat out 4 times a week. And we
Mhm.
used to drink like 2 drinks at dinners and like go to happy hours. And like not that I don't still do that, but it's just my values and like my priorities are a little bit different right now. For example, I have the training 3 days a week and I have to leave really early. So like on those days, like the night before, I never go to happy hours or anything or like even dinner. It's really hard for me to go out, get dinner, stay out late, and then miss my window of, my routine of like going to bed at a good time. I genuinely feel like I really like put an effort into my schedule. And like sure, I still go out on like a Friday sometimes, like get dinner with a friend, but it's just like finding balance and not just going out just to go out. Just Eddie and I like have been intentional about cooking dinners together Friday and Saturday nights instead of like going out for fun. Like it's like honestly nice to just cook and chill in the apartment. It would feel so much better.
Yeah, you're looking at it as more of an occasion within the week versus just your normal week.
Yes,
It's almost just like your
exactly.
normal day to day to go out that many times. And then you would not enjoy it as much because it was just like, oh, this is what we always do. And now you look forward to it and it's an occasion. And even when you go out, I think your choices are significantly different.
Yes, I look at the menu and I'm like, okay, what will make me satisfied? I definitely feel completely different about that. But also just looking at how I used to wake up and like take a shot of espresso. It's honestly so funny. I don't know how I did that. I just woke up, took a shot of espresso and like went to workout class. But I honestly feel like that was the thing that got me out of bed, thinking like, okay, I'll have my little coffee, then I'll go work out, then I'll come home and make breakfast. But now it's more so I'm okay. Like I can live without the shot of espresso. So little changes like that, I feel like have made a world of a difference in like my digestion. I just feel like I didn't even connect the dots about why my stomach was messed up. Like I thought it was always I just have a very sensitive stomach, but it's really not that. It's really just the complete picture and also just like drinking more water throughout the day. Like I really just drank like 8 ounces of water. I don't know. And also my skin has been so much better in general, just because I feel like before it was like I felt like I had like wrinkles, but now I think I just didn't drink water.
Yeah, it's the simple things, right? I think that is the big picture. It's the simple things that you were discounting and trying to make it so much harder.
Yes. Like I was like, oh, I need to get these procedures that you like read about. But like it's really just back to the basics of sleep, steps, water, and like nutrition. That's like it seems like it's like common sense, but I think I just didn't know before I worked with you how to do that. I feel like it all comes down to putting the time into my schedule to actually prepare for my food.
You're looking at your choices in the sense of what's going to keep me satisfied and content versus what's the lowest calorie thing I can eat right now because I'm trying to lose weight.
Exactly. I was like, "Oh, I'll just eat, like, a salad with chicken before," and now I'm like, "Okay, I need
Yeah.
substantial, I need the grain, even, like, fruit, veggies, not just processed foods."
And just because of that, because of your displacing more fiber, water, whole foods, you displace more of the processed, higher fat kind of things that weren't making you feel good.
I feel like that's why I also kind of stopped drinking more than, like, 2 drinks. Then I kind of go a little out of control, and I'm like, "Did I really need to eat the pizza, the ice cream, the whatever it is," when I don't really have control over how much I'm eating, and that's also been a huge difference within the past year.
That's a huge difference, Rachel. In the beginning, that would happen at least once a week where it would be like not eating much during the day, drinking, and then eating a lot more later in the day and then not
Yeah.
feeling good.
Yes, and then my stomach my digestion would be, like, out of whack. I still drink, but it's, like, more so I have, like, 3 good nutritious meals throughout the day that if I do drink that night, like, I plan it ahead of time and
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna have 2 or maybe 3 drinks," but I
Yeah.
need to, like, plan it in my schedule.
You're intentional. You're thoughtful about making a choice that you really value. I feel like you're less erratic with things throughout the day.
Yes, I feel more comfortable and confident when I put the choices in and, like, the work in to my schedule and what I'm eating.
I think you're also great about pivoting and saying, okay, I'm going to go out and, I have to pick something from my options and I can make the best choice I can and move on. And you're not stressing about that too. So you can do both.
Yes.
I mean, this is the art, right? It's going to be continuous schedule changes. That's the only thing that's constant.
Yes.
You are busy, you run a business, you are getting ready for your wedding. There's a lot of exciting things.
Totally. I feel like even after the wedding, like, it's not just, "Oh, this is just for the wedding." It's like a lifestyle change where this is just how I'm gonna eat forever now. This is how my body operates best. I'm in a better mood. I can get my work done throughout the day. I'm not cranky when I talk to customers. Even, like, going into the holiday season, I was, like, so much better this time around because I was prepared. I feel like last year I survived on, like, granola bars and coffee because it was just, like, quick and I didn't have anything else, and I was like, I didn't have time to run out. In general, it's been, like, a whole shift of now I know how to handle stress and my body and everything. I feel really good about going forward even when we're not working together anymore. I feel like I know what to do.
This is the goal. I want you to feel confident on your own and not need someone to tell you what to do every second of your life around nutrition. You can say,
Yes.
okay, I have the tools, I have the strategies, I can adapt, I can pivot, and I can do this after this big life event because I want to.
And yeah, like, I love feeling good and, like, I love feeling my best and, like, being able to work out and go on runs and everything, and, like, I feel so great that I'm able to do that kind of thing again without feeling like I feel disgusting. Or after going on a run, eating, like, so much because I was like, "Oh, I just went on a run, so I'm gonna eat XYZ." Now I kind of know what to eat and, like, what to fuel my body with, so I feel really
Mhm.
confident. I did realize, like, throughout this experience that, like, it's not just about weight on the scale. I feel like I didn't even go into it being like, "I want my goal weight to be here," 'cause I feel like I just didn't even know what my goal weight even looked like.
Mhm.
And maybe it was, like, my college weight or something, but that was a totally different time in my life, and
Mhm.
now I'm, like, a woman, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, like, a different phase of my life, and I think that that's just how life is, and I think that, like, now I'm a lot stronger. Looking back at college, I didn't treat my body well at all, and, like, I skipped meals, I drank a lot, where now I need the meals to, like, sustain my lifestyle.
Beautifully said. What a mature perspective, too.
Yeah, it's good to, like, look back because I feel like everyone says that. They're like, "Oh my god, I wish I weighed XYZ like like I did in high school," but it's like looking back, looking at the pictures of myself, I'm like, "Wow, I look like a little teenager." Like, that's creepy
Right.
if I wanted to weigh
Yeah.
if I wanted to weigh that weight, like, would it be realistic now? So,
Great.
I feel good about the way that things are going.
And this is going to keep you going because you're not just living and dying based on that number, because you're focusing on how you want to feel, how you want to show up in your life, and what you're able to do as a result of that. You are a tremendously successful woman
Aw,
and you're healthy and strong. And how could you be disappointed with any of those things?
thank you so much. I appreciate that.
So true, Rachel. It's just good for you to see that for yourself.
Yes, totally. It's good to have these, like, check-in points and reflections and being like, "Wow, I did do that." It would have been totally different if I did it on my own because I probably would have tried to do, like, a detox green juice cleanse or something, and then I would have been really cranky.
Hmm.
And then I probably would have gained more weight back. So That's just the thing. It's like, it's really nice to have a different perspective on like weight loss now. I can still have the foods I like. I still had the vanilla ice cream last night. It's just nice to know that like, it's not something I can't have. It's something that like can have. I want to value it. I was walking with Eddie. It was nice out. We were like, let's get ice cream after dance class. It's not every day type of thing, but I was really able to enjoy it knowing that I'm not sitting in front of the freezer like eating ice
Right.
cream quickly after work because I'm cranky.
What a different experience. Absolutely. I think before it was very much out of intense cravings or stress related eating. And now you're genuinely choosing these things from a positive experience. It's a completely different feeling.
Yeah, I totally agree.
What would you say to someone that is considering doing this, but hesitant because it doesn't even feel possible? Why do you feel like this would be different than other diets?
I think just like knowing how many different diets I've tried, and like I think that a lot of women feel the same way. But I think that this is so different because it's not really considered like a diet. It's kind of like just knowing yourself on a different level and knowing what works for you. And I really do feel like you've been really good about personalizing my experience. I think you really took everything into account knowing me. The diets I've tried in the past are not personal at all. It's just like quickly losing weight, how to lose 10 pounds. This is like an article I would have read in the past, like how to lose 10 pounds in 1 month. And I think at first, like when I was working with you, I was like frustrated because I was like, why am I not losing more weight? But it's not healthy to do that and it's not sustainable. So I would definitely say it is possible, but you have to be patient with yourself. You have to put in the work. You really do. You can't just expect it to just fall off naturally. And it doesn't happen overnight.
Like any successful thing you've done.
Exactly. And that's like a big thing about weight loss. I think that a lot of people think it's just going to happen in a week. All the weight loss articles you read, it's like quickly lose weight, but at the end of the day, that's not how you want to look at it. It's lifestyle change. You want to be stronger, you want to be happier, you want to be fulfilled. And I generally feel like my confidence is better. I was never once hungry throughout working with you. I feel like you even told me like at times like you should eat more. But I do feel now I know a good amount to eat without overeating. Did a great job about customizing it for me, which is like the biggest difference about any other diet I've ever done.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. And that's my hope is that it's really personal to you and we have a genuine relationship and we're doing life, right? We're navigating traveling and vacations and work schedules, and your schedule is different than the next person's. All those things play a role.
Totally. Like I actually love my routine now. I can even have like a different routine a little bit every day and I still know like what to do.
That's amazing to hear you say, because that's going to be life, right? It's like, okay, some days I'm able to sleep a little longer, but I can still pivot and keep a rhythm to my day in a sense that supports me.
Yes, exactly. That's the biggest part of growth and knowing, okay, I can do this in a different time every day. Where before, like the first month we were working together, I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do if I eat breakfast too soon to when I have to drive to the store? It's 1 hour away. Like I might have to go to the bathroom. Like I was so worried about it and like making myself anxious. But then again, my digestion is so much better now that I don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, that urgency you had with digestion, that was every day of your life, Rachel.
Yeah, it's so true. I seriously think about that all the time. I think I really stressed myself out and made myself anxious because of like my digestion, because I always had to
Yeah.
be, near a bathroom or that's been like biggest change from this whole experience is my digestion.
Which is everything. That's quality of life. You can now not have to worry about that stress on top of day-to-day stress.
Yes, exactly. I remember I used to eat like a kale salad for lunch at my old job and it destroyed my stomach. But I think it was because I never really ate a lot of vegetables and I was not used to like the fiber and all that. But now I can eat like any vegetable. My stomach does not hurt. And it's great. Like I think it's good to eat more vegetables, but I think that like it's just like a beginning. Like everything in life, you have to introduce it slowly back.
No, that's a great point with the fiber piece. I think you are very, very, very low as a whole. It's so much more consistent with fruits and vegetables. And for you, they're naturally gluten-free. So I think before you were eating so many highly processed foods because they were gluten-free, but you weren't taking advantage of whole foods.
Yes, I barely ate fruits and vegetables. So that was a huge change as well.
And they add so much more variety for you now.
Yeah, kind of just make like quick, simple whole foods. It's just easy, it works, and it's satisfying.
That's the most important thing. Keeping it simple is best. So you have your bachelorette party in a month.
Yes, I'm excited about it. I definitely feel like I know myself and I know how I want to go through it. And like obviously I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna probably eat things that are not in my everyday diet, but overall I'm really excited about it and I'm not like worried about it.
That's amazing. That's how you should feel. It's like I'm going to be intentional with things because of how I want to feel, but I'm also going to enjoy some different things than I normally would eat, and that's okay.
Yes. I feel like before I would have just like gone crazy, ate like everything and like drank everything and like felt completely like garbage before the wedding. But now I feel really good. Okay, I'm going on a trip. Like I've done this a million times when working with you. And I
Right.
know how to do it. I know how to do all the things. And I feel like it's like a little challenge for me, but it's like exciting.
Yeah, that's the best way to feel. Good. I'm so glad to hear you're just like, yeah, it's a challenge. I'm looking forward to, and you're not stressing about anything over the top. It's great to hear you say in this point that you're at before it's like, yeah, I'll figure it out.
It's so true. There's no point in me getting all worked up because like I know myself and I know like how I feel best. So I know how to do it.
It's great to hear you say, Rachel. I'm so, so
Oh,
proud of you. And to hear you say this at this point of your life, it's remarkable. So,
oh, thank you so much,
of
Jenny. I
course.
couldn't have done it without you.
My pleasure. Thank you for taking the jump, and trusting me too, and being like, okay, I'm going to be open-minded and do things differently. And it's happening.
No, it was great that like Jill recommended you. You know, like the kind of friend that you have where you really trust their opinion and like their opinion is very important to you. So Jill was like, Jenny has like changed my life. And I was like, okay, I'm ready.
And
I'm
that's the
ready.
difference,
So
though. You were ready to make some changes. And I think you really just enhanced your whole self, your mindset, your priorities, your relationship. It's just overflowed into every aspect of your life.
totally agree. I feel like this year has been life changing for me. So thank you so much.